I had done some research, but I think also part of my message when I talk to people is listen to your body. I knew something was seriously wrong. I just knew it. And, I don't know why I knew it, but I knew it. And so for me, it was just like, okay. For my wife, it was an entirely different story.
Colonel Jim Baker, a retired former Vermont State Police Commander, a former police chief of Manchester, and most recently a leader in the Arlington Area Renewal Project, found out one day in December 2017 that he had kidney cancer. That impacted him and his family in many ways. On Saturday, September 7th, from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Mac Performing Arts Center at the Arlington Memorial High School, Colonel Baker will be part of a panel that will discuss redefining quality of life, living fully with illness, disability, and aging. The forum will include Baker's wife, Kim Baker, a retired registered nurse and caregiver, Dr. Michael Welther of the Battenkill Valley Healthcare Clinic, and the Reverend Kathleen Clark of the Federated Church of East Arlington. The panel will be moderated by Dr. Bernard Bandman, who, along with his wife Celia Bandman, have organized numerous such forums under the headline of Speak Sooner. The idea is to encourage patients with illnesses or concerns to overcome any reluctance they may have to hold open and frank conversations with their healthcare providers. Dr. Bandman described what will be taking place at the forum on September 7th.
What we do is offer the community an opportunity to really learn about, one, the lived experience of illness. We offer people an opportunity to learn about how do you navigate in a very complicated healthcare system, and ultimately how to improve communication with your healthcare providers. And that may sound simple, but it's actually pretty complex. So in this particular program, on September 7th, we're going to be presenting a panel discussion, and the topic is, it's living fully with illness, disability, and aging. And it really revolves around quality of life, which can be very challenging when you're facing these kinds of issues and concerns. And we have the good fortune of having on the panel Colonel James Baker, who is a patient, who really is very willing to share his story about his experience of facing serious illness. We also have his wife, caregiver, and a registered nurse, Kim Baker. So the program is really one in which we are very actually excited about educating the Arlington community. And actually, it's open really to everybody in the region. But it's the Arlington folks who really have invited us to present our work in this community. And our hope is that those who are attending will be able to take away much more of a sense of how do I improve communication with those doctors and nurses who are caring for me.
And so I'm going to tell my story, and tell my story in the sense of, it may look like to people on the outside that I'm that duck going across the lake, and on top of the water it's really smooth and it looks really pretty, but below you're paddling very hard to make it work. Mm-hmm. And it changes your life, and it changes the way you look at life. I mean, I'm sure in this audience, like there is in many audiences that where Dr. Bandman's presented this, there's folks that are facing serious illness, and there's folks probably in the audience that have been diagnosed with cancer, and they can relate to, they can remember very clearly, as in my case, December 6th, 2017, sitting in the doctor's office in Bennington when he showed me the CAT scan of the tumor sitting on my kidney. And from that moment on, your life changes.
The Speak Sooner initiative has created a toolkit for people to help them navigate their way through the medical thickets and help them know what are the questions they should be asking of their physicians. That toolkit will be available free of charge at the forum. For the GNAT-TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever.